Oh, damn. V for Vendetta, niggas. Corey had a quick question.
I just wanted to make sure people know what I'm saying. What was that question you asked?
Well, you commented about the people on television and movies and blah, blah, blah. So I said, how do you explain the tens of thousands of African Americans who purchased the tickets to see them?
I feel sorry for the people who have to go to the movies and see the same slapstick comedy that's created by, like when they go to a black movie, they think a black person wrote it. That's not true. Hollywood is ran by Caucasian writers. So when you go to the movies and you're so disappointed and you see brothers eating watermelon and you see how she get mad and sisters jumping on one leg like Vanessa Bell Calloway. I'm almost done, ma'am. Like Vanessa Bell Calloway when she was jumping on. See, that's how they do.
Just finish,
they
man. This is my final thought.
Go. They call the black men angry all the time. But look, I seen too many movies with black women hopping on one leg. It's predictable. Vanessa Bell Calloway got mad at me. And now I'm sure she gonna get mad at me because what you did with your UCLA degree ain't nothing because you was hopping on one leg on TV.
Let's see.
Okay.
Who's going to remember what?
Good question. All right, now that goddamn it.
That's what I know.
Yeah. Who's going to remember what?
Cut everyone's mic.
You walk into a crowded room.
So now let me do this really quickly. Hey, let me.
Let's look you up on IMDb.
Let me do this real quickly. Oh God, here we go. Let me do this. Yes. Really quickly, there is a nationwide protest. Blackout Monday, September 8th, 2014. We will not participate or we will not patronize any business that is not black owned and operated. This means do not spend any money in person or online. Blackout Monday, September 8th, 2014. Walmart, Kmart, BJ, Sam's Clubs, Costco, Home Depot, Lowe's, what else? Shell, BP, gas stations. Now remember a few years back, before there was a tragedy, it was Farrakhan who initially called for us to take one day to where we don't purchase anything. And nobody really got on board with him on that. And this was a few years after he did the Million Man March. He said, listen, we gotta really show them the power of our dollar by taking it out of their system. But a lot of people don't want to do that because we, like you said something about lazy and apathy. There's, that's in our society. This is what I'm going to say too. D.L. Hughley posted something on Facebook. He said, this is a message to Iggy Azalea, Miley Cyrus, and Justin Bieber. He said, y'all awful quiet right now. He said, everybody wants to be black until it's actually time to be black. So I acknowledge that. We actually are the farm system for creativity for the entertainment industry, and everybody gets to be like us until it's really time to live and walk in our shoes. So that was a great point on that. To Obama, are you really your brother's keeper? Because he signed the Your Brother's Keeper Act. And to speak to what Corey and Bobby and Jeff and all of the brothers in here speak on a lot, they ask us to be a certain way. They want a certain type of Negro male without dealing with our underlying issues. They want us to shape up, pull up by the bootstraps, get right, and get in alignment with a system that really doesn't value us. It's unfair to ask us to integrate into a system that has no value for us. That's unfair. That's wrong. Because men, if we're really men, like Bobby writes, real men don't play. If we real men, we're going to notice that you don't give two shakes of a fat rat's ass about us, and we're going to resist. Now, our woman may not, because she likes her high heels and her job and her freedom and her education. She likes that, and she don't mind playing the game that they have. But what happens is that ultimate pressure comes back to us in her demands of us. You have to acknowledge the plight we're living in order to say this is who you need to be or this is what you should be doing. And then my final thought on this is Bloods and Crips should return to their revolutionary roots. The Bloods and Crips started off as offshoots of the Black Panthers. Community resistance and progress is what a Crip means, right? And the Bloodstones, and you should return to your revolutionary roots and go back. Like Grimes said, civil disobedience, but it has to be strategic, right? It can't be looting and burning shit down. It has to be strategic. Can you imagine if every African American in America lined up and said, we're about to just descend on Los Angeles? The police force ain't big enough to deal with us. They not big enough to deal with us. Everybody in America said, we meeting in Los Angeles. We want questions answered. And we just mashed. Now that's like the Egyptian scene that we just showed, right? The people in Egypt rose up and changed that system. Now maybe they placated them a little bit and gave them a little bit of what they wanted and still put them in a different kind of situation that's basically the same. But we've got to do something. We can't just sit back and be idle. And my final thought, the most radical thing Black people can do is make self-respect and the respect of each other our religion. That is the greatest activist motion we can do. We got to stop doing business with the devil, expecting the devil to hold up to the terms of the agreement. He's a devil as long as he's taking advantage of you and your family. Now, if it's really fair, he'll put all of his cards on the table and he'll have both hands out in pure sight and clear sight. But if he's not doing that, we got to stop doing business with him. So again, thank you, Corey, for all of the stuff you mentioned, and it's real. That degree don't matter when it's a police state. Your so-called class don't matter when they pulling you over because you look like a particular stereotype. It don't matter. And we're starting to see that. The alderman in Ferguson was pulled over and arrested. That's a city councilman and fined $38,000. What happened to his degree? What happened to all of his loftiness? It all goes to the side when they pick you out of the crowd because you look like the rest of us. It all goes bad that way. I'm Zoe Williams. That's my final thought.